Friday morning, hot. I feel hot. I hope I'm not getting sick, man. You ever have those mornings where you just can't feel comfortable, nothing goes right, nothing's in the right spot? That's been my morning so far. Oh man, it was just a struggle, an absolute struggle. But I'm at the gas station. I'm at my trusty 7-Eleven, just fueled up. I'm on a full tank, and I am scouting for rides. Got a Monday morning feeling actually, where it's just super slow. And the rides that they are, offering are just terrible. I mean, just they don't make sense at all. Oh, what is this? I have a new. That's terrible. So, all right. So let's go to Uber. Let me show you something real quick. I'm sitting at 7-Eleven, and they've thrown some surge. Where'd it go? You saw it a second ago. It said $8.25. Well, that $8.25. Oh, there it is. There we go. So that $8.25 for some reason is over here, but not over here. Make that make sense. Some of you might think, well, why don't you go ahead and move on over and try to get $8.25? Well, let me explain. While I go and chase that $5 of surge, all they're going to do on their back end is manipulate it. I'm actually less likely to get a ride if I get that. Because in order for them to make money or to make the killing that they normally do on a trip, they're going to have to really mess with my base fare. And they know, or they should know at this point, that Andrew don't play like that. If you mess with my base fare and give me a surge, and the upfront fare in total, base fare and surge, is worse than it would have been without the surge, then I'm not taking it. They should know that at this point. But I'm not going to go through that whole game of trying to got the sticky surge on me and trying to find a ride that makes sense for me and for them. So I don't go chasing surge like that. I just don't. Now, I happen to have been sitting here and they threw a surge cloud on me. So I have 375. I don't feel compelled. There's nothing really I can do at this point. But, I mean, you see my screen. I'm getting hardly anything coming in. So there's apparently all this surge, but there's not very much demand, at least on my phone. Lyft is kind of the same way. Just kind of dead. They're probably surge packing. See, there's that cough again. Man, I hope I'm not getting sick. All right, well, we're just waiting and waiting and waiting. So I will check back in with you once I get some updates. All right, we finally got something. Something decent. It's almost $2 a mile. And it should take me about 10 minutes in total, if she's ready, to get it done. So 6 something, $2 a mile, 10 minutes. I like that. I like that. So $6, if you make $6 on a trip, and it takes you 10 minutes from the time you accept it, go get them, pick them up, drop them off. If that takes you 10 minutes, that's $36 an hour, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. If you can average $36 an hour, you're gonna be pretty happy at the end of the year. Make sure that you withhold your taxes, though. That'll come out to bite you. But yeah, $36 an hour is not bad at all. And again, the miles are pretty good. I bet this person here, I bet this is like a cleaning lady. Just got a sense about it. Cleaning lady, or maybe she works at a gas station, something like that. One of the salt of the earth people heading into work, feeling this is going to be a good trip. Good trip to start off. Actually, not sure if I turned the lift off. Lift off. Yep. Okay. It looks like either I took it myself off or they did. One of the two. Screw you, Lyft. Lyft's been tripping today. Lyft's been so bad this morning that even their reservations are horrible, and even their rides with surge attached to it are not worth it. Okay, I think this is the turn. Okay, man, I hate these. It's like we live in Dallas, Texas, guys. When they built these apartments, I mean, my gosh, what the heck were y'all thinking? It's like they didn't. It's like they didn't think people would have cars. I mean, it's not the Jetsons yet. Gotta have parking, people. This was probably built like in the 70s. So I'm positioning my car, and I'm gonna have the doors locked but I positioned my car because when I came in, it's like a dead end where I turned. So I actually did a 3-point turn and turned around so that if anything were to happen, I could hit the gas and get out of here. Just straight shot. I don't have to maneuver my way. It's pretty tight quarters in here. Dropped off Monica. What did I tell you? Salt of the earth. She's heading to the Fiesta Mart. Start her shift. Maybe she works in like the meat section or something. Has to get all that ready. Stocking shelves, one of the two. So I got $1.25 surge as I dropped off. Just back up here in a parking spot and let's go fishing. Fishing in the dark. Oh, what's this? Reservation. $25 to go 17 miles. I don't know about that. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of reservation, to be honest with you. Also, it's at 5:45. It's 5 o'clock right now. They're not going to give me a ride going there. I don't like it. Man, there's no telling what this guy paid for this trip. I'm guessing at least 50 to 60 bucks. And they're willing to share $25 of it. I don't like it. I'm going to decline. Yeah, I'm going to decline your reservation. I don't know, but I actually think maybe declining reservations is better than ignoring them. And the reason I think that is maybe they think if you ignore reservations, it's because you're not paying attention or you're not on the app. Maybe you have the app just sitting down somewhere. Nope. So it's like, if I look at it and it doesn't make sense for me, look at that. A Comfort with $1.25 surge. Man, Comfort's a joke. Comfort is a joke in this town. If you decline it, it's like you're letting them know that, hey, I do want a reservation, but you got to do better than that. Nope. Well, let's go back to Lyft. Let's see what Lyft's up to. Right. Got a 625. New. I don't like that at all. And they've been radar happy today. Nah. Stop doing this dollar per mile crap. Such a joke. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Look at this. I got a challenge. I can't remember the last time I had a challenge on Lyft. Now it sucks. It's 30 rides for $55. What is that? Monday? What's today? Oh, today's the 4th. Yeah, that's Monday to Friday morning. So all week. 55 for 30. Yeah, I haven't had a challenge in I don't know how long. It's been months. I mean, let's look at Uber here. So let's see. This weekend, 90 trips for $135, which is like $1.50 almost per trip. Which actually these days that's not too bad from Uber. It's been horrible. It's been like do 80 trips for $30 kind of crap. Obviously, I'm not going for it. Because, like to get that meager $100, $130, I would have to be taking so much trash on these platforms in order to hit that or come close to it. I would rather just maximize my dollars per mile. If it was $300 to $400, it would make more sense. All right, I can do that. $15 for 8 minutes, 3.5 miles. Wait a minute, where is that going? Oh, that's heading downtown. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, I just took some Tylenol. Also taking some swigs of my water. Probably need to stay hydrated. Yesterday, after I was done doing my stuff at home, wife and I went out for dinner, and we left the house at like 5 o'clock, 5:30, and we had to kind of park far away from the restaurant, so we had to walk like a quarter of a mile to get to it, and man, it was brutal, absolutely brutal, so hot. I mean, it just wore me out, wore me out. It's heat, man. This heat will get to you. And another thing too is we sit inside the car, the house, anywhere we go, and we got AC blasting. You've got all that recirculated air. There's no air. People keep their doors and windows shut. There's no fresh air coming in. All right, I'm going to move a little bit. Come on. No, sir. Let's go into the hospital, too. Nope. I'm going to head down the road. So there was a surge here. Remember? There was a surge right there. And now it doesn't even warrant a gray cloud. How does that make any sense? There's no demand. My gosh, that is horrible. Who is taking this crap? 28 miles, $16? Guys, don't take that crap. It's horrible. It's been an interesting few days. That's horrible too. The amount of money that they're charging to go to Love Field right now, that's not even close. Look at that, another airport trip. And another one. This one going to Love Field, $6. So they're going to charge her probably $30 and give you $6. Horrible. Just horrible. Oh, What I was saying is that the last few days have just been really interesting. A lot of BS from these apps where you know that for these early morning flights, early morning rides, you know that they're charging the customer an arm and a leg. And they're just not offering legitimate money. It's sad, really. What's even sadder is that somebody's taking these trips. And Uber's playing the game too. Okay, so I'm going to chill out here in the parking lot, listen to music, and filter trash. I'll check back in with you once I get something good. Okay, got a ride. Not the best, like maybe 3 miles total. Mile and a half to pick up, mile and a half to drop off. But it's paying almost $5, so $1.70 a mile. Short little trip. It'll position me a little bit closer to Highland Park and Uptown, which I don't mind at all. Oh, get out of here, Lyft. I forgot to turn you off. Man, Lyft's tripping today. Just, I don't know what Lyft is thinking. I don't understand how you can have a reservation that's less miles that is almost triple the price. Look at this trip. It's going 3.5 miles. That trip you just saw was double the miles and a third of the take-home rate. Lyft is tripping. How is this sustainable? A driver that's paying attention at all knows this. Like, how is this sustainable? How are drivers going to stay on your platform when you know that you're playing games like this? All right, get out of here. I don't want to look at you. This guy's at the DART station. It's probably one of those things where the DART, Dallas Area Rapid Transit, it's probably where they got a ride. All right, we'll pick up Victor, shoot down the road. I'll check back in with you once I get something good. All right, dropped off Victor at 7-Eleven, right across from SMU. Let the games begin. Look at that. 26 miles, $16. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oops, wordy. I'll do it. I'll do it. Right on the border. I'll tell you why I hesitated. So it's like $12.50, something like that. 7 miles. So it's only about $1.60 per mile. They're not offering much today. So this gets me moving towards that area, and then I can follow the same strategy to get rides in and around Uptown. So, which is kind of my wheelhouse. Place where you can do your best because you know it the best. And this is exactly what this trip is. The trip itself is not horrible. It's not great. I'd like it to be $20 for this trip. But 12.5 is decent. It's probably fair. About $1.60, $1.50 a mile. Which if we were on a rate card, it would probably be about that much, if a little bit more. But so for an upfront fare, it's decent. But it gets me where I want to go in my wheelhouse. Whoa. Oh, this is, look at that. Play. So they're including pickup in that. That's, for Lyft, that's not horrible. Yeah, go ahead. Take me offline. I don't. Actually, from Lyft, that wasn't bad. But man, that's a long way to go pick up. I don't know. I haven't experienced this lately. Is Lyft still switching people? Like if you accept a ride and you're halfway there, are they switching you? I can't remember the last time they did that. I don't know if they didn't announce it, they didn't say anything about it, but I just haven't noticed it lately. They used to do that all the time. It annoyed the snot out of me. I don't think there's a single driver that likes it. But I haven't noticed them doing that. So have they done that in your market? I don't know. But in my market here in Dallas, I haven't noticed that for a while. Again, it's like I don't have an exact date and time, but they just did, it's like they didn't make an announcement or anything, but I haven't noticed it lately. So the point is that was like 8 miles to pick up, 5 miles or so. So let's just say it was 14 miles for $22.50. That's not that's not horrible from Lyft, but I don't like all that driving. They were actually offering me about the same dollars per mile as this ride, but that ride was probably going to take me much longer, and I was going to end up in an area that I didn't want to be in, south of White Rock Lake, and I just don't want to be there at this time in the morning. So it actually turned out good that I took this Uber ride, because if I hadn't gotten this Uber ride, I might have been more tempted to take that Lyft ride. So I'm going to pick up Mr. Greg, and I will check back in with you once we're done. Dropped off Greg. Man, what a douchebag. What an absolute douchebag. I wait for him for like 4 minutes. He ordered Uber X priority. Like, okay, are you in a rush? Because you're certainly not acting like it. And then he gets in my car, barely says a word. I mean, that's just rude. Someone comes to pick you up in their car, and you don't say hello, good morning, nothing. Knew it was trouble from then. Because then he proceeds to eat breakfast in my car. Opens up a bunch of wrappers. And before I realized what he was doing, he'd probably taken a couple bites. And I said, hey, man, you can't eat in the car. Like, can you just wait? I mean, he's going to the airport in like 10 minutes. He'll be waiting in the terminal for a while. Why does he need to eat something in my car? Why can't you eat before? Why can't you eat once you get to the terminal? And in that 20 seconds where he got a bunch of stuff out and started munching on it, he managed to get a bunch of crumbs and some chocolate on my seat, which of course melted. So like when I was done, I had to get out and vacuum it up. Luckily, I have some supplies with me. I always carry like a box of supplies. I got quick detailer. I've got interior detailer spray. Honestly, I probably got a bunch of junk in there I don't take with me. But like, I also have this because I have fabric seats. I don't have leather seats. It's like, seriously, in that short amount of time, he did that much damage. I mean, and he's not going to tip. I mean, just what an ass. What a complete ass. Swear, man. Some people completely inconsiderate of others. Completely inconsiderate. All right, so I got this ride with Zach. He's paying about $5. He's going a couple miles. And once I drop him off, I'll check back in with you. Still waiting on Zach. And this is the pickup pin right here. And I'm going to guess that's him at this place. Why in the world the pickup pin is over here, I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to pull an audible, and I don't feel like waiting. I don't feel like waiting. I don't know. I don't think he knows where he's going. He's probably at this outpatient center and is probably in a big, probably doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I didn't like that at all. You know, I kind of like what Uber Jeep AZ. Check out his channel if you haven't. I like what he does, which is, you know, in certain situations, or maybe he does this all the time, but in certain situations, it's like, you know, if you show up and there's no one there and you just don't like the feeling of it, or, you know, they're not communicating to you, then just cancel. Just cancel. It's not worth it. Just sit there and have someone not know how to get to you. You know, not be able to do their own thing. Here's a dude just standing in the street yelling. Man, mental illness is a huge problem in this country. Heading towards the downtown area. It's always good to sort of be watching what other people do. See what's going on in their market, or see some insights that maybe you hadn't thought of before. I think before I was a little bit, it's not that I was scared of canceling. You know, of course, I don't want to get my cancellation rate too high, but I think I was not being free enough to cancel. And I do think that there is something to, in certain areas or at certain times, being able to have that flexibility to cancel is huge. It's like if you're doing a $4 or $5 trip that's only going a couple of miles, yes, that is good dollars per mile. But adding an extra 5 minutes for waiting, you know, you have already you've already your dollars per hour is going to get whacked if they're not ready to go. If they're going to take the full 5 minutes to get to you, or worse. So just cancel that guy. Just cancel him. You know, it's not worth it. Like, as you can tell, now they're not pricing the rides right. I'm declining a lot, but there's rides out here. And if he's not ready to go, well then, you know, I'll cancel. Someone else will go pick him up, and it'll be better for everyone. Someone that's more available at that time, and he's ready to go. And I'm on the road getting in a better position, getting more offers. It's also a bad way to start off a trip. You know, you're already not getting paid that well. If you double the time by having to wait over 5 minutes, then now it's seriously out of whack, your numbers. And it was going to take me 3 minutes to get there and 5 minutes to drop you off. That made sense to me. Those numbers make sense in my estimation. If you add another 5 minutes of wait time, you know, Uber pays you what, like 30 cents for that 5 minutes of wait? Not worth it. Nope, I don't like it. $8.50 for that. If it was double that, if it was $16, I'd do it. I mean, look at the time. It was like 4 minutes to get to him, 15 minutes to get to the airport. So that's 20 minutes. $8 for 20 minutes of work, like $24 an hour. That's That's even worse. Holy cow. Uber's tripping. Wow, that is terrible. To go to Fort Worth for $22. Just heading down Maple, making my way to Uptown, cruising along. Nope. And like $22 an hour. Not worth it. Really weird. That doesn't make sense either. Hey, what's all this bull crap with Lyft turning me off? I'm not accepting your crap rides. So what? Oh, we think you should be turned off because, it looks like you're not in the mood for accepting rides. So, that's better, but we can do better than that. See, they're upping it a little bit. I don't like that either. All right, Uber. Look at that. It's busy right now. It is busy right now. And they are giving out trash. So I'm just going to sit and wait. I'm just going to sit and wait. Nope. Wait and save. What the hell's that? Wait and save. I've never seen that before. What does that mean? Like I wait? They wait? Like what? I don't get that. What the hell's wait and save? No, don't like it. This reservation here is not till, what time is it at? 7:30. So I've got over an hour and a half. Nope, not going to the ghetto right now or ever. Man, this has been a heck of a morning. Look at that, $24. How am I doing on miles? What my miles look like? $24, 21 miles. Not good. Not good. I did a lot of driving there a second ago. Just aimless drive. Oh my God. 13 miles for 4. Oh man. Wow. If this doesn't improve in the next 20, 30 minutes, I'm just heading home. No. No. Again, it looks okay dollars per mile. It's like $5.60 for 4 miles. So it looks decent, but look at this VIP. VIP will pay your driver $20 to go 22 miles. How does that feel? Nope. Nope. Man. Yeah, if it doesn't improve here in the next 20 minutes, I'm just heading home. This is ridiculous. Ash City. On a Friday morning, no less. They're trying my patience, and they're wearing, if you're a driver in this situation, what do you do? Do you give in? Do you relent? Do you lower your standards? I mean, if you got to pay the bills, you got to pay the bills. But this is why having some financial flexibility and some financial freedom is helpful, because I'm not beholden to them. And I know that this too shall pass. Like it's not going well this morning, but I'm going to save gas. I'm going to save wear and tear on my car. And it's going to be better for me in the long run, because it's going to get better. Look at this. I bet is that the same trip? So they upped it. Now it's $17. It was like 15 or something. So they upped it by like $1. No. This has no price. Look at that. You see that? No price. Again, they're sending... I don't know if that's the same trip or not. There's 2 wait and saves. What the heck is wait and save? I've never seen that before. And that was weird too. Lyft didn't have Uber X Share. Look at that. 31 miles for $15. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm going to go with my gut on that one. So 14 minutes, let's just say 15 minutes, a quarter of an hour to make $6. That's $24 an hour. That's just not, that's with a surge attached to it. That's just not doable. You've got to be kidding me. Man. All right, I'm just turning Uber off. Just turning you off. $10. Okay, I'll do it. So 15 minutes for $10, $40 an hour. $40 an hour is okay. And it's $2 a mile. So you tell her I'm on my way. There in 2 minutes. It has been one heck of a morning. Why do they have to make this so hard? I mean, I know why they're doing it, but I mean, just guys, if we all did what I was doing and we did it consistently, if everybody did it, I mean, the reason they're doing it is because there's somebody out there that's going to take this trip. People out there are going to take those trips. If we all, or just 75% of us, a critical mass of drivers, just decline. If we just refused to take crap like that, think of how much better the offers we would get. Think how much better it would be. It's just education. You gotta do it. Right over here. All right, I'm here. All right, so this pickup is scheduled for 6:20. So, shoot. She's not ready, is she? I am considering canceling this. Should I? If she's not out here in the next minute, I'm canceling. Because I was saying earlier, this ride is on the cusp of making sense. It's on the cusp. It's right at about $40 an hour. But that's if she's ready to go when I get here. If she's not ready, then My dollars per hour is going down. Now it's less than 40. Down in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm canceling. Cancel. I don't want the. Yeah, sure. I don't want this ride. Cancel anyway. All right. You're not ready? Then I ain't ready to pick you up. An extra 5 minutes. So I've already wasted 2 minutes waiting, 3 minutes. If she's going to be down in 5 minutes, that's an extra 8 minutes. So what was a 15-minute ride is now a 23-minute ride, and I'm making $10. So I would have gone from $40 an hour to almost like $25 an hour. Not doing it. Man, there's a lot of bull jive tonight. All right, Uber, are you going to behave? Man, guys. I don't like this. I got a bad feeling about that. It's also actually not great dollars per hour. 10 minutes for $5. Well, this is transparency. You're seeing a really crappy day. It's a shame. It's a real shame. So this reservation's good, but it's not till 7:30. I'm not going to wait another hour just to do this ride. It's good, but it's not that good. No. 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 My guess is that they're probably charging him at least 10, maybe 12 to $15 for that ride. And they're willing to part ways with $5 for me to do that. Nope. No, thank you. Not when it's this busy. It's busy, but it's not, guys, this isn't worth it. Nope. Man, Lyft is desperate right now. Uber doesn't want to send me anything. They're just like, look, we can't play ball with you. No, you can't. No, you can't. You don't play ball with me. It's the issue. But I don't need to go down there. Not for that price. Ooh, a surge. $3 cold dollars. Watch, I'm about to get this trip. $4, 5 minutes away. I'm about to get that. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. You know what? Here we go. Here we go. Turning it off. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that? Look at my acceptance rate. 8%. 8%. I was at about 30% on Uber about a month ago. But I mean, you can see the offers are just terrible. I would rather go home and get some rest than play around with this junk. The last two videos you saw me, I was having great days. I really did. I had good days. But there's days like this, I got to be transparent with you. I got to show you the good and the bad. I think this is helpful. And if it's just not working, if the energy's not right, if the more importantly, if the numbers don't make sense, don't don't beat your head up against the wall. You know, don't beat your head up against the wall. This is going to be today's video. A bunch of trash. I made the best of it I could, and that's what it is. That's just what it is. It's not worth staying out here another hour, even if I have a good reservation. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it to wait another hour to do that good reservation. You know, I'm about 10 minutes from my house. So just go home. Get some rest. Regroup, rethink. Not wasting my time with these people, so I'm more available for if a good private ride comes in. There's no excuses for accepting trash. It is what it is. And again, this is radical transparency for you. I'm going to show you the good and the bad. It's bad from a certain perspective. You know, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do today. But I'm not going to stoop myself to make a little bit extra money. And in the long run, I'm putting wear and tear on my tires, my transmission, my engine, my oil. Those are costs. You got to know your numbers. And if it doesn't make sense, don't do it. Don't engage with their trash offers. See, I've been doing this shift for a while now. These apps know that I do trips in the morning. So they're going to be very surprised. They're like, hey, he works during this time. He works during this time. This is, you know, I thought he was beholden to us. We thought he was beholden to us because he has to drive during this time. No, I don't. Not if the fares are terrible. So sometimes you gotta stand up for yourself and let these apps know I'm not willing to be walked all over just to get a ride. They're gonna have to go back and regroup and rethink their fares. They're like, hey, wait a minute. We thought we could rely on him during these hours. We thought that he would stay out here and do these rides for us for 30 cents on the dollar. Nope, not doing it. You decide to pay up, I'll decide to drive. If you don't decide to pay up, I will not drive. So this is view this as a success because this is a message sending day. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to title this video. Send a message. If that's what you have to do that day, well then that's what you got to do that day. Today's not a money-making day, at least so far. We'll see what happens later, but today's not a money-making day. That's okay. Today was a send a message day. Send a message that you're not willing to take trash. I will pack my bags and I will go home. And I will enjoy my house. I'll enjoy spending time with my wife. But I will not be out here taking 30 cents or 50 cents on the dollar to take your passengers that can't even bother to be ready on time. This is a sending a message day. So from that point of view, it's a success. Again, radical transparency. I show you the good, and I'm going to show you the bad. But it's bad if you only want to think of it as that way. It's not all bad. I'm sending a message today. All right. Catch you next time.